We're going to go ahead and get started, guys, okay? So on Tuesday, we read Peter's Chair, okay? Good reading, Christopher. And we know that Peter's Chair was written by Ezra Jack Keith. He wrote the words, so he was the author, and he also drew the illustrations, which means that he was the illustrator. So Ezra Jack Keith is an author and an illustrator. Now remember on Tuesday when we read the story, that Peter was planning to run away from home. And so as I read today, I want us to think about how Peter probably felt when he was running away, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start with Peter's chair. Let me find the first page here. All right, here we go. Peter stretched. Can you stay on your bottom and stretch? He stretched as high as he could. There, his tall building was finished. Crash! Down it came. Shh, called his mother. You'll have to speak more quietly. Remember, we have a new baby in the house. Now, Lily didn't mean to knock over that tower. It was an accident. He was trying to go through. Yeah, it was an accident. An accident is when you do something and you don't mean to do it. So Lily didn't mean to do that. It was just an accident. Peter looked into his sister Susie's room. His mother was fussing. Remember, we said that means she was paying a lot of attention to the baby. His mother was fussing around the cradle. That's my cradle, he thought, and they painted it pink. All right, so there's the cradle. A cradle is a special baby bed that rocks, okay?
A bed like this?
Yes, a special bed and it rocks. Go ahead and sit up for me, Adriana. Thank you. Now, Peter notices that his mom is spending a lot of time fussing around Susie, paying a lot of attention to Susie, okay? And you know what that makes me think about? That makes me think about when I was about your age. And I had a new baby cousin come over to my grandma's house. And my mom and my aunties, they gave the new baby all of their attention. They held her and they played with her and they didn't pay any attention to me. And you know what? That made me feel jealous. When I felt jealous, I thought maybe they didn't love me anymore because they loved the new baby so much. I bet that's how Peter's feeling. I bet Peter's feeling a little bit jealous. I bet he's scared that maybe his mom doesn't love him as much as she loves Susie, and that maybe Susie's going to take his place. I bet Peter's feeling jealous. Hi, Peter, said his father. Would you like to help paint sister's high chair?
Yeah.
Remember we said a high chair is where a baby can sit to eat. And what did he say?
It's my
Yeah, it's my high chair, whispered Peter.
He whispered?
He whispered, but he said it very softly.
Not that softly.
He saw his crib and muttered,
Now the flower on it.
It's painted pink too. So he muttered. He didn't talk very loud. Not far away stood his old chair. They didn't paint that yet, Peter shouted. Now they painted all his furniture pink. They painted his cradle pink, and they painted his high chair pink, and now they're painting his crib pink. Now I bet, yeah, that was his crib that they painted pink. Now, you know what? Peter, I think Peter's a little disappointed. I bet he was thinking that having a new baby sister, hold on a second, would be fun. But he has to play quietly, and they're painting all of his furniture pink. He's upset, and he's disappointed about that. Christopher, go ahead.
I think that he don't want all his stuff pink.
Yeah, he's getting a little jealous, isn't he?
Maybe they have a girl baby, and that's why, and maybe his stuff is old, and then they painted pink.
We talked about that, how we sometimes paint things pink for girls. Go ahead, Adriana, and then we're going to move on.
His mama and his dad are confused.
They're not confused. They just have a new baby, okay? And we talked about how sometimes we paint things blue for boys, and sometimes we paint things pink for girls. So they're just painting everything. And you know what? Peter's feeling a little bit jealous. He's feeling a little bit left out. He wants attention, like Susie's getting attention and getting all this new furniture painted pink. So, remember we were talking about his chair? He picked it up and ran to his room. Let's run away, Willie, he said. Peter filled a shopping bag with cookies and dog biscuits. We'll take my blue chair, my toy crocodile, and the picture of me when I was a baby. Willie got his bone. So you know what I'm thinking? Hold on one second. Let me tell you what I'm thinking, and I'll hear what you're thinking, okay? This is reminding me of something my brother, that Mr. Mostella, did when he was little. Now, Miss Mostella, I got some new shoes. Mom and Dad gave me some new shoes. And they didn't get him any shoes. Not these shoes. This was a long time ago. And he didn't get any shoes. And you know what? Mr. Mostella was upset that he didn't get new shoes like I did. And he ran away from home. He put his toys in a bag and he ran away from home. Just like Peter did. He was feeling upset and mad just like Peter. I'm going to hear from Chris and then we're going to keep reading, okay? Go ahead, Christopher. Do you remember?
I never raised my hand.
You have raised your hand a minute ago. You forgot what you were going to say?
I already said it.
Okay, you already said it?
Kayan.
Okay, Kayan, go ahead.
You gotta tell Max what.
It's okay. Go ahead, Kayan.
Well, I haven't,
Chris Cross and Jim.
my brother had shown me it, and then we had some dog food, and then we went to go buy some dog biscuits, and then we feed her some chips.
Oh, so you kind of made a sex-to-self connection there. That's very good.
I was like,
All right, we're going to keep reading, all right? They went outside and stood in front of his house. This is a good place, said Peter. He arranged his things. We put things in special places. He arranged his things, Christopher. Crisscross, thank you. Very nicely, and decided to sit in his chair for a while. Well, you know what? Put your hand on and listen. When Mr. Mostella ran away, he only went to the backyard. He didn't go very far. Just like Peter. Peter didn't go very far either. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that Peter said, if I run away, I'll get some attention. He wants some attention. But he couldn't fit in the chair. He was too big.
I had rope.
He had outgrown the chair. Remember we talked about that on Tuesday? He'd outgrown. He tried to sit in the chair, but he didn't fit anymore. Yes, his bottom didn't fit in the chair anymore. He had outgrown it. And Peter's probably thinking, what's up with this? What's wrong? I don't fit in my chair anymore.
I just thought what's up with it.
Yes, I bet he's disappointed. I bet he's upset that he can't even use his chair anymore. Darius, thank you for sitting crisscross. You're doing such a wonderful job. His mother came to the window and called, won't you come back to us, Peter dear? We have something very special for lunch. Peter and Willie made believe they didn't hear, but Peter got an idea. And we said an idea is something that he thought of.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Soon his mother saw signs or clues that Peter was home. That rascal is hiding behind the curtain, she said happily.
That's a shoe.
No, remember a rascal is someone who plays tricks. So let's read about the trick. She
She
moved the curtain away, but he wasn't there. Here I am, shouted Peter. So Peter played a trick to get his mom's attention. Look at him. He's got a smile on his face. He feels happy.
has his shoes on.
Yeah, he feels happy that his mom noticed him. And I bet he's thinking, I did it. I got her attention. And that makes him feel happy. That makes him feel important that he got his mother's attention. Peter sat in a grown-up chair. His father sat next to him. Daddy, said Peter, let's paint the little chair pink for Susie.
She wanted to do that because she asked.
Yes. All right. Now, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when I was a little bit older, but I was still a kid. And we were packing some shoeboxes with toys to send to kids far away in other countries. Yeah, who didn't have toys. My brother was helping a little bit, but it was mostly my project. And I had this special beanie baby, a special little leopard beanie baby. And I loved it so much.
And give it away.
And I gave it away. At first, I didn't want to give it away because it was my favorite toy. And I felt so sad about giving it away. But the people at my church were talking about how we should help children who don't have as many toys as we do. And I gave it away. And you know what? After I gave it away, I felt really proud of myself for doing something nice for the children in the other countries who didn't have as many toys as I did. I felt very important and I felt very happy. Hold on one second, okay? So you know what? I think, Kayan, that Peter probably feels the same way. he probably feels very proud of himself and very happy and very important that he's able to give his share to his little sister. He's able to share, and that makes him feel important. Go ahead.
Is there a little girl that got it?
No, that's a long time.
Oh,
all right.
Is there a girl that got it? It could be like a bird. You a girl that got it first.
Right.
Alright.
Let's finish, okay? And they did. So look at Peter. Peter's a big brother now, okay? So even though Susie has been getting all of that attention and she's getting all of that new furniture, Peter realizes that he's still important to his family. He can still do important things like help paint the chair for his sister, okay? So he's happy and he's proud that he's able to do that for his sister, okay? So I want you to think about a question now, alright? How does Peter feel about his baby furniture being painted pink? How did he feel about that, Jakarta?
Oh, man.
He felt mad. Remember, he felt maybe upset. Okay. How else do you think he felt about his baby furniture being painted pink, Darius? Okay, so can you tell me? How do you think he felt about his baby furniture being painted pink? Well, that's what Jakarta said, that he was mad. Another word for mad is upset. He was a little bit jealous because his sister was getting all of his furniture. Kyan, what do you think?
His picture got pink.
Yep, it was painted pink.
And there's
Okay, anything else? I think that Peter, Jakarta, go ahead. He felt angry that his furniture was being painted pink. He was shouting. That lets us know he was angry. He felt a little neglected. That maybe he didn't feel important. He didn't feel like he was important anymore, okay? Did he want Susie to use his thing?
No.
No, he didn't want Susie to use
He
his
wouldn't
thing.
share.
Alright? So when we come back, we're going to do some writing about this story, okay? Thank you.